the billy o' tea. The winds blew harder, bow dip down below me, bully boys blow. Soon may the wellermen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. She'd not been 2 weeks from shore when down on her a right whale bore. The captain called all hands and swore he'd take that whale in tow. Soon may the wellermen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Before the boat had hit the water, the whale's tail came up and caught her. All hands to the side harpooned and fought her when she dived down low. Soon may the wellermen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. No line was cut, no whale was freed. The captain's mind was not on greed, but he belonged to the whaleman's creed. He took that ship in tow. Soon may the wellermen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. For 40 days or even more, the line went slack, then tight once more. Our boats were lost, there were only 4, and still that whale did go. Soon may the wellermen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. As far as I've heard, the fight's still on. The line's not cut and the whale's not gone. The wellerman makes his regular call to encourage the captain, crew and all. Soon may the wellermen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Soon may the wellermen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go.
Simple, dear, I'll still be here when you're gone. You gather souvenirs, but I will never be your pawn, your pawn, your pawn. My love was never again. I lay my cards out on the table. There's nothing to gamble away, but I can promise that you'll never be the same. But I can promise that you'll never be the same. You can double down. I'll still be a proud hand. For your love is never love. A river.
Hello and welcome. Thank you all very much for joining us on this marvelous, marvelous day. I'm gonna fix something real quick. There we go. So, you will notice that we are missing an Asger, which is sad. Trying to find the lost dog though, so hopefully we'll get an Asger soon enough with their dog and everything will be fine. It's gonna be my hope for everything there. As far as announcements go, there are 2 things that we have to bring up. 1, tomorrow is a very important day. Tomorrow is our dear friend Cypher's birthday.
Oh,
Yay.
happy
So-
birthday, Cypher.
A very happy birthday to you, Cypher. You'll be getting some messages, I feel like, tomorrow. Oh, second thing is, Mila has just subscribed for 6 months, so I know Asker's not here, but someone marked down that you guys get another potion.
Ooh.
And that is 6 months. So woohoo! Over 6 months of D&D.
Yay!
The next thing to bring up is on the 1st, May 1st. She's this way. I was like, where is she at stream? My camera, she's like down here. Stream, she's up here. Aurora's birthday is Sunday. The first of the month. I've only had a sip of wine so far. So, very happy birthday to both of you. We'll see if what hell happens and make sure that you guys have some characters for next week. I swear I'm not going to try and kill y'all. Not too hard.
Too hard.
Slightly worrying.
That being,
you certainly tried. You certainly tried last session.
That I did. Now, our normal recap person isn't here right now, and I wasn't expecting this. Does anyone want to do recap from last session?
Short version, lots of bloodshed and bloodbath, and probably more to come.
Cypher, do you bring up anything else other than a lot of bloodshed?
Oh, there was mentally breaking Asger. I've accomplished that more. Let's put it this way. If I had a nickel for every time I broke Asger, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's strange it's happened twice.
Isn't this the 3rd time that she's broke down?
Well, second for me causing it.
He is right.
But we helped my master finish his incomplete clone spell. We still don't know who broke the original spell. And giant blood monsters that shared HP, and we split the party to try to fight them, which was a terrible idea. Hey,
It worked out in the end.
I was only around to protect you. That worked.
But we ended with teleporting to the actual tower, where all the fun will happen.
I thought we were at the actual tower, just on the wrong floor.
Also, we inadvertently stole your master's spellbook.
Yeah.
Inadvertently. Ah!
Aurora doesn't really know. Cypher could have told her.
Cypher learned.
I think consequences are gonna show up because of that.
Oh, probably.
You live, you learn.
I wonder what happens if you actually feed that newly acquired spellbook to your living spellbook.
I'm gonna wait until the clone spell is finished.
I don't blame you for that. That's probably a good idea. Maybe not. Yeah, we'll see. We'll find out. So, that brings us, as you guys have entered into the top of the tower where the teleportation circle resides. And Cypher, you know the layout being that you basically have a tower on top of a mansion.
Yeah.
The top floor is where the teleportation circle is, because he's like, as your master used to put it, someone invades here. They're going to be at the top, and they're not going to get down to the bottom. Old Dufane Blood Arms. Rules. So you look around. Are any of you allergic to dust or have a lot of sneezing? Because if you are, your nose starts to like itch, and you're just fine. The whole room is covered with dust other than the teleportation circle that just lit up. There are a couple of different like vials of murky liquid off on the side, as that he did some of his other work up here as well. What are you looking for? What are you doing?
It's definitely not been kept up, unfortunately.
For a tower that's completely sealed off from the outside and the only way in is from teleportation, I'm surprised there's dust in here.
Well, things can't be perfect now. Cypher's gonna let's make sure everything's in line, and whoever disrupted that ritual didn't break anything else. Cypher's got a motion to the party to let's head down.
Okay. So as you start heading towards the spiral staircase, Asger a little more okay with this part, being that there's a less blood, is just kind of shying away and more of in the background. Down to the next flight of stairs is where you see a lot more of the rows of spell books and different books of arcane nature. As that Dufane Bloodarm was an avid historian, you also see, you're able to pick up the Strava, a couple of different titles, that would be like throughout the years, what's all been happening in Rolla. And it looks like for a College of Lore, being that you're with the College of Lore, there's a lot here.
Ooh. This would be very interesting to read more into. So I just make a mental note, and we'll continue on this adventure, because the last time I let anyone out of my sight, bad things happen. Don't even have to decide on an occasion. It's every occasion.
Just have to make sure Asger doesn't get stuck reading all the history books.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I doubt she's gonna touch 80 bucket here.
And I have to try and save them all.
What's everyone's passive perception, by the way?
19, I think.
17.
Yeah, 19.
21.
I'm gonna
21.
have that in mine later.
Should I hit
Passive wisdom, right?
passive perception?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, passive perception.
Oh,
Yes.
nice. Very nice.
Did you grab observant?
I'm a bard. I have to sit there and watch the whole room as I play and figure out what to do before they get in a fight.
My passive is 12.
You got a nose in a book.
Aurora and Zastrava, for a second, you think that you see like a shadow like moving, and it like seems to notice the sound, and then it just vanishes.
Aurora's gonna look around at the party to see if anyone else noticed.
I'm gonna also look around and be like, Cypher, did your master have any like spirits or other things doing things for him in here?
I would say yeah. There were servants bound to the tower.
What kind of servants?
Shadowy servants?
Yeah.
I think they might be stirring.
It should be fine. They're just bound by some set of rules to do some chores.
Ding.
As you see all of the dust on everything.
Yeah. Just like,
Chores.
Clearly
Right.
those chores weren't dusting. Well, we
It
know
is slightly
someone.
concerning that it's so dirty in here.
I mean, someone clearly interrupted the ritual the first time, so yeah. And I doubt there's a way to see if anybody else is here.
Huh. Do I notice anything out of place? Like anything strange?
Give me either a history or investigation check, your choice.
Oh.
I mean, it's been over 8 years since you've been down here, in here. Next to his desk and where he would sit and read the books, you see that there isn't a bottle of wine that he used to keep customary next to his where he was reading.
Is or is not?
Is not.
Okay.
But was that there when you were last here? It's been 8 years. It's hard to know.
Well, I mean, other than someone disrupting the ritual, this part of the tower was sealed up, so we should be fine. I just think Shirku should lead the way down.
Bushy Mage is in the middle and Aurora will take back.
Sounds good.
As Shirku goes to lead the way down the flight of stairs, there is a door in this one, stopping it from being just a quick access. Cypher, give me a history check.
I sadly did not train in history. Oh no, I did. Why did I roll Investigata?
You happen to know this door was normally trapped. Now, could the arcane magic have worn off? Maybe. You do see Shirku start to go to open the door.
Shirku, wait.
Remember the last time we tried to open a magician's door?
I'd take a pause at the door and go, what? What now?
My master is always paranoid people would steal his knowledge. That still might be trapped. It was a potent spell. I'm gonna use detect magic on the door.
I think it's too late for that.
Oh, Shirku, have you already tried to open the door?
No, I was making a comment to stealing the knowledge.
Oh, okay. There is magic.
Oh.
Oh, we have an Annabelle.
Yay, Asger!
Hello.
Hello.
Give me a moment as
It's so cold outside.
move.
Cold outside.
Cancel. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay.
But not
was-
cold enough.
I was chasing a dog around.
How'd that go for you?
Unsuccessful.
Oh,
Darn.
I have no idea where they went to at this point.
I'm sorry, Asger. I was hoping you'd have good news. Finding the dog.
He's been out since yesterday, I guess? Hold on. This isn't new? A couple people filled me in as I went.
Okay.
Okay.
Move that back. Okay. So Asger, just to get you caught up on everything that's happened. You guys exited out of the... Was that?
I said we're in a horrible tower of evil. I said it quietly. Under my breath.
As you exited out of the teleportation circle, you guys were at the top of a pretty normal wizard's tower. You headed down the first flight of stairs to find the library where there were books that Asger would Zastrava had recognized, but Asger would most definitely recognize of being of different historical works throughout the years, along with some books probably of arcane nature, some of divine nature, just a lot of different books. And they were... What's Asger's passive perception?
0.
9. Got it. 9. So
My passive perception 7.
Wait, your first pass?
I thought your passive was... Your wisdom was -1.
My wisdom is -1.
So your passive is not... Yeah, I remember. You're going blind.
Yeah. I was like, that also dropped my passive.
Yes, it did.
Wait, Asker's going blind? What?
So
What? Someone's figured it out.
Zastrava and Aurora had seen that they had seen like some shadows like moving, And now Shirku was about to open the door, and Cypher had noticed that or had cast a spell to notice that there is some sort of magic on it. As of the type of magic, it is an enchantment of powerful level. So Cypher,
I'm sorry, what was that enchantment level?
powerful level. Of a high level.
Do I know the trick to opening this door?
Do you remember the trick to opening this door?
Would that be an intelligence check?
A history
wisdom?
check.
History it is. Woo!
Yes. As long as either you or your master opened the door, it was fine.
Sure, let me do that. I'll open the door.
Otherwise, whoever it was who opened the door would get feeble mind cast on them.
Oh no! It would be kind of funny to see a feeble-minded Shirku, though.
That'd probably be kind of dangerous since he'd go straight to his base instincts.
So as
Isn't
you
that different than Shirku now?
Just don't show him a demon. You'll be fine.
as you head down and the last little flight of stairs going down spiral, you do end up getting to the top of where the mansion and the tower meet, so you're coming out onto like the landing hallway of the mansion. Again, just very dusty. It looks like no one's been here doing anything for the last 8 years.
Well, at least I don't think they got to this part. Though I wonder how they found a secret ritual chamber and got into that, but not here. It is concerning.
You
Is it
happen
possible they somehow reset the trap?
Oh no, that trap doesn't turn off. I got past those golems. Cypher is going to let me lead you to the guest rooms, and I will make sure everything is safe.
There are plenty of guest rooms here. Even though your master was a little reclusive, he had a nice home. As you're walking the hall at the top floor of the 2-story mansion, you do see a couple of windows looking out, and are able to notice that for those who haven't been here before, Dufane Bloodarm's tower and mansion is surrounded actually by a wall. It is walled in. You do see the Tower of Plomine or Ellen, your choice, in the middle of the town. They're standing strong. There is no wall on the outside of the town.
Are we in like the capital?
No. You would not recognize where this is, as
I
that,
sure wouldn't.
it's not the capital.
Mm-hmm. I've seen
Um,
the capital, and only the capital.
Zastrava, you would recognize this as Grimwatch. And Cypher, you of course know it is Grimwatch.
So Cypher's going to lead you to the guest rooms and go, feel free to explore this wing. Do not go back into the tower without me. I cannot promise your safety.
Honestly, that's fair.
Or for sure, don't touch anything.
I
Got
wouldn't trust the food in the pantry either. It's been 8 years.
You don't think you would have enchanted it?
So Cypher leaves all of you guys on the second floor. Cypher, where are you heading? Are you going down? Where are you going?
He's heading back into the tower.
Okay. Everyone else, do you stay on the second floor?
Aurora kind of wants to explore the town.
Okay.
Does that the way
Does
out
it look similarly built to Night Point?
Kind of very like as you're looking out of the window, it looks very like most of it is military. Seems
Oh.
like a lot of military folks that you can recognize going about their day, going about making sure everything's routinely done, very stringent. Seems like there are some just regular civilians, but mostly military force here.
If that's the case, then yeah, I would like to explore too, mainly because for the try and figure out the layout of the town in case something ever happens, that kind of thing.
So as Aurora and Shirku and probably Asger, because Asger's like, let me run away, head down to the bottom.
How bad I want out of this goddamn tower.
As you get down to the bottom of the floor of the mansion, you see the door in front of you. And who tries to open it first?
Aurora's not touching it. She knows about the trap. She has no arcane knowledge, though.
I'm
There are no windows?
assuming Asger or Shirku's going to be first to head through it. Looks like Asger's busy for a second. Cypher. Oh, wait. Yes, Shirku.
I mean, if someone needs to test it, then I spawn an echo.
Oh wait! I have mage hand.
So
Oh,
you
Midget.
mage hand, and then there's an echo. Both try and open. The door does not open. The door does not budge. It's almost like you're pushing against a wall of a cave. Like, it's just, there is no give. Can't even, like, it's just there.
There are windows, right?
Yes.
Do they booby trapped?
Do you try and open it, or are you looking it over, or?
I'm looking it over.
Give me an investigation check.
Not her worst stat.
You don't see any traps.
She's gonna ask the Strava for the magic hands to open it.
I despawn my echo because I'm not touching anything.
Nothing. The mage hand can't like it tries to open the window, and it looks like the window opens, but it won't open. Oh, message. You mute.
Please let us escape this place. I'm casting it in all directions until I get a response.
Who are you
No.
trying to?
No.
Who are you casting it at?
Cypher?
Cypher. So as we go back to you heading up to the second floor, you start looking around. What are you looking for?
He's actually going to go into the tower and place his book on his master's table and open it.
Okay. Boy, it just says.
The tower seems to be a bit dirtier than I was expecting. I take it the ritual cleaners didn't stay up after your death.
It's a concentration spell. What do you think? Boy, I taught you better.
And he's gonna like, who tried to kill you for good?
I don't know.
Huh. Do you think they're still in the area?
I'm a book. How would I know? Boy, have you lost all of your marbles?
Well, I wasn't expecting you to have a clone spell prepared, and yet here we are. I guess that does hurt the inheritance.
You'll get your due.
Alright. He's probably got to hear the Asger spell. For now, I will show my friends around as we wait for you to grow to a proper age and size.
I appreciate.
And he's
Boy.
gonna pick up his book and head to the entrance.
As you're heading down, you see Asger, Shirku, Aurora, and Zastrava all kind of looking at the door, the windows, and you happen to know, because you've tried to get in so
Yeah.
often, but you happen to know to get out is very simple.
Yeah.
There's a portrait of your master, and like right on the side is just like his spellbook is like just visible enough that you can just push it in.
Yeah.
As you remember that, you're like, oh yeah, this is how to open the door.
He's just gonna look at his everyone like, yes, you probably would like to leave the mansion. That does make sense.
No, mainly to explore around and memorize the location.
I don't
Reminds
want
me
to
of home. Somewhat. Not really. This place is different.
Or might
Like,
you?
Going
I was
to
about
meet
to
a
say.
man out there named Edward. He sells delicious wine, but do not drink too much. You'll forget portions of your life. And he's gonna open the door. I guess I should show you around.
Wine? I've never tried drink wine. I've never drank wine before.
Welcome to Grimwatch. As he opens the door in a flourish.
So as you open the door, you're then surrounded by, you have like 30 feet until the front gate, and on the gate hasn't been locked that entire time. You were able to get past the gate.
Yeah.
The gate wasn't the hard part. The door was. Past the gate, you do see on both. What was that, Asger?
I'm just running.
You're running?
Place as fast as possible.
So Asger starts booking it. And it looks like Zastrava was following after. As you guys start booking it, get out of the gate, and on the side of you, Asger, you actually see two beautiful sets of gardens of different fauna and flora than you've ever seen in one place.
They're all powered by blood. I don't want it.
And so Asger keeps running, and then you see your Tower of Plomine in the middle of it. Of the middle of the...
Tower.
Was that? You hugged the tower?
Hug the tower.
And I walk over as she hugs the tower and go, "Are you sure the tower's not also powered by blood?"
Why must we break her?
Like hugs it slightly harder and just like it feels real.
I mean, those plants are real.
Those plants are powered by blood. The entire place is powered by blood. I want nothing to do with it.
I mean,
As you guys do say that, you do notice that a lot the town folk are starting to look at you guys. One, because you just came from a place that's been abandoned forever, and then two, because you're hugging the tower and talking about blood, and they're just you are being looked at. And
Aurora's gonna poof up. You know, like how a cat does when they're upset. She's just gonna poof up at the stairs.
Asger, what are you even talking about? Just stop talking about blood already.
Ooh, Shirku in serious mode.
Shirku, why did you drag me here?
I didn't.
I let you go where you wanted to go.
I didn't drag you here.
I let you kill the things you wanted to kill.
I just raised an eyebrow and kind of look, without moving my head, look at the crowd as she mentions all this.
is Cypher walking up?
Yeah, he's just walking. He just,
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
So Shirku and Asger were first. Zastrava was chasing after them. Aurora, were you running or were you walking with Cypher?
Probably walking with Cypher since she can keep Shirku in her sight.
Okay. So you two walk up last, and Zastrava, Aurora, and Asger, and Cypher, I guess. Yeah, all of you recognize most of the crowd. Military. Like, most of them are off-duty military right now. Like, they're not working right now. But they still have, like, the clean-cut look. Very proper. And most of them starting to disperse as they're seeing that. There are a couple of people that aren't military. Actually, the butcher shop is right visible. And there's a kind of raggy haired guy looking over, seeing everyone, sees Cypher. Cypher, my boy, you're back! And we didn't see any people coming in through the road.
The tower holds many secrets, and some of them are delightful traveling methods.
Oh, you finally made it in the tower.
I did, after a long journey of self-discovery and perilous dangers, I found my key.
Well then, I'm here. I'm gonna... And he grabs part of the cattle and just instantly chops off a part. And for a second, Aurora and Zastrava, it looks like he sniffs it and judges it, and then... But no one else really caught that. And he just... Here, my boy, here. This is for you.
Aurora will
Thank you,
actually nod
Hespa.
approvingly at the
My
sniffing
friend,
of the meat.
this is Heskel Strongjaw, the best butcher you'll ever meet. He just knows how to dice up an animal, if I may say so.
It's a pleasure. I'm most welcome. Thank you for letting me saying the best butcher, especially after all your travels.
Yes. I do miss the food of this town. It's just nothing quite like it.
What type of person is Strongjaw?
Looks human.
Okay.
Just really shaggy hair, brown, coming to about here for the most part. It is like parted in the middle. Strong features, but looks human.
Can Aurora do an insight check on the sniffing? Because while she approves of it, it's a little sus that a human's doing that.
Give me a insight or perception check, your choice.
Same modifier either way. Hey!
Is this Strava? I'm assuming I had seen you nodding your head. I'm assuming you are too. So that's a nat one.
Did you see what Aurora?
Yes, I did. So, this checks out. Aurora, as you're looking, a lot of his features, like you've seen humans, a lot of them, they seem more angled, a little more, A of some sort, and there are some like lines and markings that make you think wolf? Maybe?
So, Cypher. You mentioned your master was cautious. Would that be the reason why this town's mostly military?
You're
You're
muted.
It's actually we're
Sorry, I
off
didn't
the
realize
beaten
that.
path, and we are a port town, so good place for an enemy to attack, and not a lot to export here.
That explains quite a bit.
Importing evil.
Not a lot to export. Like we don't have the best wine that even the castle wishes they had.
It is until you get drunk on it that I still am trying to figure out what happened that week. I just know I can talk to trees.
And he looks at you as you say that. And
Talk
he
to
says
trees?
something that most of you don't catch because it's in Sylvan. Talk to trees.
Yes, it's a strange one. I know. Sounds like you've had a bit of it too.
Interesting. Just don't go
Okay.
howling at the moon. He says that in common.
Cypher's just gonna laugh. Shirku and Asger, I think you'll like to meet our friendly blacksmith at this town. He might be able to look at your gear and help you there.
Asger just looks at her and goes, Flomine gave me this? And so I don't think that I need much of an upgrade there.
Cypher's like, your armor's a little worn, if I may say so.
And mine looks a little beat up.
It was made from the royal guards. It was a gift.
And we've been traveling for, I don't know, checks, math.
Calendar.
Yeah,
Months. Months.
How long has it been since you've maintained that equipment?
Asger's been gone from Rolas for at least almost a year.
To get there, or more. I don't remember how long it took us to get over there.
You've been gone from Rolla for over almost a year.
Oh no.
I'm surprised there's no wanted posters around the place.
Asger just asked the butcher, did they ever put up wanted posters for the princess?
Why would they? What?
Oh, I see.
What, are you saying you're some princess or something?
Princess?
I don't know what you're going to do with that information.
Wow, she's actually thinking this through. I'm impressed.
If I had the princess partaking of my meats, you know how well that would go?
That sounds so bad.
I just need one person to go through. And recommend it to the old Iron Guards. And me and my family would be set for life. So, if you would like to I will cook you the best, finest meal you've ever had. If you are the princess.
Well, my name is Asger, if that means anything to you.
And he kind of looks you up and down. Matilda! And he yells in the back, and you see this tawny little lady pop her head out and is like, yes, dear? Sorry, I'm keeping up with the little pups. Sorry, the
Aurora's catching all of these.
And he's gonna be like, we're going to be cooking for royalty tonight. And she's like, and she looks over everyone.
Asger will just kind of wait.
Okay, dear. Sure we are. How many? Does it count? 5? Okay. Dinner at dusk.
Sorry about this, Matilda.
Oh, sure. It's a pleasure. Maybe, or not Shirky, Cypher. Sorry, names are hard. S names especially. Cypher, what a pleasure. I'm glad you're back. I'm gonna go deal with these 3 now.
Good luck.
Thank you. You'd think now that they're 7, they'd be a little bit better. And she heads back into the shop and home. And you...
Alright, I have to take these fine folks to the blacksmith. I'm sure she'll love to see the state of their armor.
Asger just looks at her armor. I take good care of this armor. Leave me alone.
I haven't seen you take care of it. Actually, I need to keep my
Which
armor.
I put into my paladin PJs presented to me by the church.
I need to get my armor repaired, but beyond that.
Travel well, Cypher. Travel well.
Will do. And he will lead them to the blacksmith.
Aurora's going to hang back for a few moments and continue staring at the Wolfman.
He's just now that he has food to cook for the night, he's chopping up and quickly finding the best spot where going with the grain and everything, and just chopping so fast. And as he picks up one puts it to his face to kind of look at it, and you can see the sniffing, and then putting it to different piles.
Seeing that Aurora is kind of staring at him, I'm gonna ask, "Are you all right, Aurora?"
Oh, yes, go. She tries shooing Shirku away. She wants to talk to the wolf man alone.
You're right.
Asger's gonna go to Strava and be like, it was okay that I said I was a princess to that one, right?
I mean, technically he's your countryman, so maybe, but he seems like a good guy. He seems above board.
He seems like friends with Cypher, so I trusted him slightly more. But after what Cypher has put us through the past 12 hours, I'm not really sure that I should trust anything Cypher likes.
Oh, Cypher is his own special brand of interesting, as we all are, and I do think we have to be careful while we're here, though, because unfortunately, wait a second, do we know as characters about Kai?
You just know that he left. He was,
Aurora
and
definitely
you
thinks
guys
he's
were
out.
trying to stop him, and he's like, no.
Okay, we do need to be cautious though, because we could have enemies. I still don't feel comfortable with how Kai left. It was Kai, right?
Yes,
Okay.
Yes.
most definitely.
And then I'm going to rummage in my pouch. Do I still have the original compass?
Yes, unless you gave it to Cypher, who jumped into a
No.
flame. Yes.
Oh, I lost my compass.
I'm going to look at it and just see if it's any different now that we're actually in Rolo.
Nope. Still pointing to the only one whose blood has been put into it.
Okay. That's cool. I close it, put it away.
So Strava, roll a d4, and then as you do that, Aurora, as you're left alone with Heskel Strongjaw. What's that?
Strava's not very lucky. Oh, she's gonna look at him for a bit longer, and then just say, "Wolf."
He looks back at you, smiles with a big toothy grin. Yeah. Some Fae aren't looked upon as nicely as others. And then he keeps cutting.
I like you. Then she'll leave.
So, as Cypher is heading and leading you all to the blacksmith's, Oakenjaws, Zestrava, you actually see heading out of the same spot that Cypher's leading you to, a female in military gear, pretty high, you've seen things a lot of as far as military, because considering you traveled, a lieutenant's badge. I can't remember the name.
Daisha?
Yeah,
You want?
Daisha. You see Yonti, that's what it is. Yonti female head out and kind of open the doors, sit down. And as she starts to head out, she's looking around and, oh, little sister, how are you doing today? I'm shocked to see you here.
Why is that?
I haven't seen you. I no notice of anything, no letters. All the letters going to family, but not to me. If you were coming to my area where I keep watch, I would have thought you would have told me.
Well, unfortunately, when you're traveling with a wizard and various other accoutrements, it can often be hard to figure out where you're going next. What was the continent we were just on?
Ashenbrook?
Ashenbrook?
Yeah, so I'll be like, would you believe that like less than a week ago I was in Ashenbrook?
She like looks at you. Your wizards are powerful wizards, and I see you have some in the military who have that might, but not many.
No, it's been a whirlwind of adventures. But, well, it's nice to be back home for a little bit. Well, close to home.
Well, you must come to dinner with me this evening. I must have you in. I'm off of work. I was getting some of our military requests in from Miss Oakenjaw. Are you coming to get that once? And she points to Shirku's armor. Armor fixed up, I'm assuming?
Yes, and our paladin as well, if possible.
Your
I'm sure you would have great recommendations.
Miss Oakenjaw does all of our work. She will do very good when she's free.
I just love Asger this whole time. It's like, but my armor is in good shape.
No, it's not.
Disappointed.
Even if you maintain the armor, it still gets damaged and bent up. And
the armor is also leather armor.
We have a whole bunch of leather armor in the
armor
bag of holding.
Armored leather gets ripped up.
It does, but a little differently.
Yeah.
Well, it is a pleasure. And she gives you a big hug and like lifts you up. And also, your guys are kind of used to the Strava stature. Daisha is about a foot taller. And as I said, she does have the lieutenant's, like the gear of the lieutenant on it. And a long sword like strapped on her back, along with a musket on the other side.
Just gonna like pat when I get set back down and be like, well, we've already been invited to dinner tonight, but let me know where you will be staying and I will come by for drinks afterwards.
Drinks. Okay. So, well, I guess we can always go to the Julians. It's so nice that we have them right here now.
Ah, yes, we had many fine bottles with our parents and siblings over the years.
Avoid the strong wine.
No, it's okay. There's only been one or two stories of, well, we'll leave that for another time.
Good travels. I will see you soon. And she heads on off. And Cypher, are you leading the way in? Okay, I'm not taking that as a yes, as you were muted.
I keep doing that.
As you open the door that was just opened, and as you all walk in, it's like a dimly lit, very foggy, very smoky, not foggy, room. The fire going, and you see this small, petite, dwarven lady, just gray hairs all the way down, a little goatee, not goatee, like, yeah, goatee, I guess, like a little bit of like a beard right here, and she's just pounding away at armor, and almost for a second doesn't really notice that you guys are in. And then she looks up, a little frail and old, and is just like, 1 second, and puts on glasses and looks over. Oh, Cypher! It's been so long.
Yes, it was a long and perilous journey, but I found the key I was after.
I'm so glad.
And some travel companions. And a good friend, Strava.
Oh, hi. A good friend. Oh, what a pleasure to meet you, Strava. And she like sets down her hammer and like slowly hobbles her way over and like just hugs you, Strava. And then she like looks to Cypher and is like lifts her hand up, grabs a part of your like top of your horn, and pulls you down, and gives you a hug around the neck.
Xavier will hug her back. This is his home village. Well, pseudo home village, secondary home village. Yes.
It's been so long, and as she lets go, Aurora and Zastrava, you actually see a tear going down her side of the face. It's like it's been so long.
You know, good old Blood Arm. Couldn't make anything easy for me now, could he?
He never made anything easy for any of us, sweetie. I miss those so much.
I brought my traveling companion Shirku here. He's been wearing that same suit of armor that we looted off a bandit. Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Bandit.
Cypher was gonna say dead family, but he's like, bandit. That works.
This is some piss poor work here, Sonny.
Well,
Not dwarven made.
no, it's not. And it's
Shame.
probably bent up from the months of constant combat. So there's not so much you can do in maintaining it.
There's no maintaining this garbage.
Huh?
You throw it away, and you get better. I have just the
Better, huh?
suit. Look, and she like looks you up and down, and you can tell like she has been so practiced at this that she is measuring you without a tape measure. I have just the suit for you. Only 3,000 gold.
3,000?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even have that much, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I think we've got somewhere around there.
Remember, 1 platinum is 100 gold.
Yes.
Also, Aurora, you do get 3 fate points, by the way. I don't think I said that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I only have 3 platinum.
Well, I mean, I guess if Cypher wants to go get me one of those cinnamon rolls he used to deliver for me.
I can in a few days. Something's baking right now and taking up a lot of resources in the tower.
Oh wait, aren't the cinnamon rolls from like? Wait, does your tower make cinnamon rolls?
She's just like looking at you like, are you telling me that old Bloodarm made them himself for me every single time?
No, but he supplied some ingredients. And you know, madam, madame, I'm terrible at saying names. Just wouldn't taste the same without the ingredients from that garden.
Oh, we still use the garden. As far as I know, they still do.
Oh yes, but there's some special tips and tricks that I am privy to now that I have access to the tower again.
Well, if you bring me some of those, maybe I get you 500 off.
Oh, there you go, Shirku.
Yes. And yes, thank you.
I appreciate the work. I wish you had. He's passed. It's a good life. And she just kind of turns around and again, the two with the good perception see a few more tears coming down, and she just like hobbles over, gets up, grabs her hammer, and starts dinging away at some more armor right now.
Huh.
And Aurora slip 25 platinum into Shirku's pouch.
Jeez.
Give me a sleight of hand check. Shirku, I'm pretty sure 21 exceeds your passive perception. Zastrava,
yeah.
you see this happening, that Aurora just goes slip, 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 slip.
Yeah, I don't know why. I feel like we all had a bit more platinum/gold.
I I'm so going to pay Aurora back if he finds it out.
I mean, once he goes to pay, he'll see it.
Yeah.
Asger will just. Everyone keeps telling me that there's something wrong with my armor.
No, Yuri? I mean, it's a little light, but as long as you're not on the front lines, you should be fine.
Oh, she's always on the front lines. She
Yeah.
jumps in the middle of everything, actually.
We have to save her from dying on a regular basis.
Yuri, don't you want something a little bit strong? I mean, it's better craftsmanship than that, but that's going to defend you a lot more.
I mean, yes, but that. And she, like, points to Shur, who doesn't move very well.
So, if you want something light that will defend you a bit better, maybe Starlight's a good one for you.
Ah. She'd kill me if we didn't say hi to her.
Ooh.
Wait, Starlight is a person, not a material?
Oh,
She,
you brought them here before seeing Starlight. Oh, my dear,
Oh.
I'm so thankful. I didn't know I was that close.
They will keep this fact to themselves, as a good party does.
Asger just dips to a big grin.
Just head. Cypher will tell you where to go. It's the Grim Spark, best merchant in town.
Well, we should head off then, gents.
Have a wonderful time and a wonderful day.
Travel well. Don't be a stranger, Cypher.
We'll be in town for at least a week, I feel.
You almost said Sturko again.
Jerker, you take 5d6 psychic damage. No calling the DM out on names.
5d6? Alright. Roll the damage.
You just suddenly ended up unconscious. It was great.
Alright. So as you head out of the door, where do you take them next, Cypher?
Well, to the Grim Spark.
Okay. You
Everyone's
guys-
got money to burn but me, because I burned up in a fire.
So you guys, we're right there. Now you head down, actually, 2 rows down. As you guys are passing, you do see what looks to be on this side. You see, what's the name? It says the Prime Dough, and like it has a cinnamon roll like in the center of it, and a younger lady's at the front, surrounded by all of these wares. And as you guys pass, she's watching you and calls out, "Cypher, is that you?"
Yes, I am back in town. After a long, harrowing journey and many perils, I have returned.
What happened to your scales?
Well, I learned a valuable lesson in life. You see that fire on top of that tower?
Mm-hmm.
Don't ever touch it. It's not that friendly. For being a symbol of good, it does not discriminate.
I never thought he'd actually admit it.
So as he's talking to this lady who runs the Prime Dough, you all see she's about the same age as Cypher, looks roughly the same age. Blue-haired, pulled back, seems like a lovely little lady. She's like, "Well, now that you're back, are you gonna get some from the Prime Dough?"
I will in a few days. I'm waiting on a very interesting thing, and I feel he would kill me if I enjoyed a delicacy without him.
Would he kill your friends?
Probably not. 50-50 on that one.
Would you all like the best cinnamon roll in Rolla?
Or we'll nod once.
I don't mind giving you a cinnamon roll in the 10.
That'd be for 4 silver cinnamon roll. Did Asger nod as well? I didn't see it. Okay. For 4, that'd be Since you're friends with Cypher, that'd be a 5 copper.
Aurora will just hand over the copper easily.
Thank you. And she pulls out for, like, as she pulls it out, like, it's an oven, or it looks like what an oven would look like. But it looks like, as she's pulling it out, the cinnamon rolls inflate then. Like, it was just... We bought something from, well, I bought something from Starlight, from the Grim Spark, so it makes it immediately. Here you all go.
I'm gonna
And-
take.
Oh, are you saying you take yours?
I'm gonna take mine and just look at her and say, anyone who gives you a cinnamon roll fresh out of the oven is truly a friend for life.
It's a pleasure to meet you, and I'm glad Cypher's had you guys to keep an eye out for him.
As Aurora takes hers, she's going to slip an extra 5 copper down.
Oh, thank you, my dear. Thank you. It's been interesting running my own business now, so I appreciate that.
You're running the business now.
Yeah, Madame Logang finally retired,
Ah!
so it's now
Is she
mine.
still in town? Or did she leave?
She's still in town. She doesn't get out much anymore.
I will have to stop by and pay a visit.
She'd appreciate that. I appreciate you guys being here. And she's with that. She's going to kind of turn around and like get out of eyesight pretty quickly for a second.
I just love Asker's like evils afoot. I don't know how. I don't know where. But someone in this town
It's
is
just
going to try
quietly
to kill
eating the cinnamon roll in the background, just squinty eyes everywhere. She doesn't trust any of these people. Someone's at the end of this town.
As you start eating the cinnamon roll, please make a wisdom saving throw.
Use me. Why have I trusted anything here? You got there.
The cinnamon roll is the best cinnamon roll you've ever had.
Oh god. That's why they're so good. Do we all have to make cinnamon rolls?
No, everyone else is trusting of it. Someone was untrusting of this everything.
Ah,
I trust everything in this town. My introduction to this town was awful.
And to be fair, Trigger's never actually had a cinnamon roll before, so
Definitely the best cinnamon roll you've ever had then, Shirku.
yep. He doesn't know what cinnamon tastes like.
Asger just looks at the lady, puts down a gold piece, and just goes, "You should go to the capital."
I mean, are you guys going to the capital?
No. Absolutely
Okay. Then I think I'll stay here.
no, just flat out refusal.
But thank you for your patronage, ma'am. Please try and keep Cypher safe. As everyone else is kind of, I'm assuming, heading and walking towards names. Grimspark. Grimspark. She does say, just please try and keep Cypher safe.
Mm-hmm. We have, and as we continue the road to
And she smiles a little bit. And since it's Asger and Shirku who are still there, I'm not even going to say make my wisdom check. Never mind. And okay, you guys continue onwards.
Asger's quietly following along. She just trusts nothing in this town. Trusts no one, trusts nothing. It's all powered by blood. This place is evil.
As you guys head further down, it doesn't take long to get to the Grimspark. This is a small town. So the front of the shop, it's all been painted black. And the Grimspark, goes the Grimspark, and like it's almost like a star in the center of it. As Cypher opens the door, leading the way, you're immediately greeted with the fragrance of... smells almost like freshly baked cookies just wafting through the air.
This town likes their baked goods, it seems.
They do. It
Yeah.
makes it quite enjoyable here.
Cypher, you know that Starlight likes to mix up the smell of her home every now and then. Sometimes strawberries, sometimes freshly baked goods. Just depends on her mood.
Also,
Good news is we've come at a good time. She's in a good mood. And Cypher was like, Starlight, I've returned alive.
As he says that and you guys get in to actually see the interior, it's almost like a random potluck of everything that you could think of like different adventuring gear, different gear the military could use, rows of armor just kind of like stacked haphazardly upon each other. Whoever the Starlight is not a very organized person. But as Cypher says that, you see a silverly haired black tiefling come through and be like, oh, Cypher! Cypher, my friend, how are you?
Good. I've survived a perilous journey and discovered the key. Yeah, it could have been a lot easier, but old blood arm.
Masters are always for fun. So, you've come to spend some of your knowledge that you've acquired.
And
It's been
I've brought
forever.
friends with money.
Now, Cypher, you're such a charmer. Bringing friends with money here. How much-
Yes, I figured that would be a good gift after being away for so long.
It very much so is. I'll take their money and we will have to have dinner soon.
I agree. But I do believe, because of a certain travel member, I have been coerced into dinner plans to promote a shop tonight.
Oh? A shop?
Yes. Yes, I travel with the legendary Princess Aurora.
Asger will just quietly wave in the background.
A princess! Aurora.
Yes?
Oh. Which princess would this be?
This would be Asger, the wild one.
The stowed away one, the one kept in secret.
Huh, she ain't much of a secret anymore.
You're not a secret. Shh. I don't like being here.
I'm sorry that you don't like being here. I mean, what can I do to make it more comfortable? Would you like the change of smell?
Your house is quite nice.
As she's
Being on this continent means that I could at any point be taken away and be put back in the tower. I'm just a little on edge. And my first couple of hours here have not been the best. She just glares at Cypher.
Oh,
Honey, if you don't want to be locked away, there are plenty of things you can be taught to make it so. Or plenty of things you can buy.
It is true. She does collect the most interesting magical devices I've come across.
Cheeto!
maybe she'll have something nice for your bird.
Forget about the owl.
Her owl is sitting on top of her head just because they could use some things. It'd be nice.
Well, business first. Business before pleasure. What can I be of assistance?
Lucky that my armor isn't good. She just looks down at her leather. It's got a bunch of stab holes through it, let's be completely honest with her. So Asger loves it. But like I was thinking about it and I was like, Asger's been stabbed to death so many times, like blown up and just murderized.
So I picture like the armor of Rolla is probably like a gold or bronze color. Yours is probably slightly red.
Armor of Rolla, the colors would be black and gold.
So yours is black and red.
because red was stained with blood because of shark.
Yeah, you're not
I
wrong
picked-
on that.
I painted a new color for you, Asger.
So I assume that's the reason you're coming to see me first, is because Miss Oakenjaw wouldn't have what you're looking for.
Oh, and You just had to see my smiling face. I've unlocked the tower. My inheritance is finally mine for about a week.
About a week? Are you leaving us so soon?
I feel this journey might not be done. We've made a few mistakes during our travel that have to be dealt with.
A few?
Just a few, Shirku. Just a few.
I think one of those mistakes may have been the thing that caused the issue that we were discussing earlier, by the way. I thought about it more, and I have a feeling that I think we know the culprit.
Most
Yeah.
likely. But in any case, your armor.
I prefer something light and movable. I'm usually kind of frontliney, though.
Is there any specific, like, enchantments you wish upon it?
Is there an enchantment that can bring me back from the brink of death repeatedly?
Oh my word, that'd be expensive.
I've heard of such a legendary item, but I don't happen to have it in my shop. I think the last I had heard of it, it was in an area not far, and she's like, pulls up a map out of thin air. Because conjuring is fun. The last time I had heard of something that could do such a thing, it would have been to the east of Rubis, I believe. There was a enchanted armor. I don't remember what type of armor it was, but it would allow you to more easily pop back up after sustaining major wounds. Would that be of something you'd be interested in? Okay. As said, I don't have it in my shop. I wish I did, but as said, it would be to the east of Rubis that you'd be able to head to. If you're looking for something in the meantime, I could always work together and she pulls down. You'll notice that the Roland military is here. Most of the armor she has actually is of similar style to the Roland armor. And she pulls down a studded leather set of armor. It's a simple enchantment on this, makes it a little bit more viable. It'd help you out a little bit.
Enchantment.
It's just a simple defensive enchantment.
How strong of an enchantment?
A simple.
I assume that's +1 then.
Yes.
It would help. Anything at this point would help. Asger kind of looks at her spear and shield and goes, they're already kind of magical, so I think armor's kind of the next step to take. Do you have any rings that help bolster defenses? I've read stories about them.
Any what?
Rings?
Oh, you want like a ring of protection?
Oh, that is quite literally its name. I always thought that was just a joke.
Nope. I actually, let me see. High or low?
Hi.
I don't have any in stock at the moment. I'm so sorry.
That's fine. How much is the armor that you had mentioned?
For the princess, it'll be a simple 3,000 gold.
What is the silver pieces to gold pieces ratio?
Every 10 silver is 1 gold.
How short are you, Asger? I'm sure I can help.
Well, I have 3,000 some copper, 11,000 some silver, 1,330 of gold and a couple of platinum. So I just kind of need to figure out my change here.
You said it was 10 gold, right?
That's like that's like 1,000 gold in silver.
1,000 gold?
Yeah. And then I have about another 300 gold and copper.
Jesus.
Anthony gave us whatever, and I split it up between everybody.
Oh yeah.
I'm the only one that transferred it up into gold, though.
There was a price to transfer it up into gold, and I was like, no, I'm keeping my money.
It got rid of some of the copper, so that was helpful.
But I want that copper now, because now I can spend that copper. So like 400, actually, like 200 or 300, I think.
Your shirt, 200 or 300?
Yeah.
We'll call it good at that.
And to wipe out all the Asger's money he's been holding on to for so long.
You now have a +1 studded leather armor.
Hey,
which you
Asger
can
won't
mark
die
it.
as often.
Is from Grimwatch. Now, any other little trinkets we're looking for? Or are we back to pleasure?
Nothing that I can think of.
Neither can I.
So Cypher,
Aurora's
you
avoiding her gaze.
must tell me of your journeys, of your travels.
Well, I met the lovely Sistrava, who, she's good at convincing people not to kill me when I act up. I will give her that.
The lovely Sistrava.
She did bring me back from the dead once. That does help my opinion of people who bring me back from the dead once or twice.
Interesting. And you walked here from the mansion tower?
I did. Turns out Master hid a teleportation spell in my book. Wish she had told me that earlier, but it did come in quite handy when we were over on another continent.
Interesting.
Another continent infested by an undead army.
An undead army.
Long story.
Over in Asda or over in Ashenbrook?
Strava, were we in Ashenbrook? Or...
Shinbrook.
We were in Ashenbrook, yeah.
Yes. It shouldn't spill over here anytime soon. Hopefully we can prevent it from growing worse. We've done a pretty good job so far.
Got a lot of things.
Interesting.
Oh, and I met a god or two. It wasn't that pleasant, but it is what it is. One was better than the other.
It just squints at you.
A god or two.
Yeah.
Another long story.
Interesting. So, you met Ellen?
Huh. That's where they call her Plomine, but Ellen does sound right.
Plomine is what most people around here refer to. Those who actually follow and have kept up with the faith understand that it is the Church of Ellen now.
I just feel Asker's like, what witchcraft is this?
I realize that it's Ellen, but I still prefer Plomine.
That's nothing wrong with that, dear.
Gave me
You
these
also like what?
Gave me
When?
these nice platinum scales. Can't wait to show the family. Make them all jealous that I am the holy one of the family.
They will definitely enjoy hearing that. At least most of them don't know of your specialties.
Yes, that is true. I can't say my younger siblings would be too thrilled with their pursuits in life. And I've met a surprising amount of tabaxi. One now has a flying ship.
Against
Hey,
the wishes of the military.
A flying ship.
Cypher, I would like you to remember that while we are in this country, it is literally a military secret of the country we are in. We need to stop telling people about military secrets. Asger looks at
Asger.
them and goes, "This is a military secret, and I will make sure that it stays as such."
Would
They
you
will
deny
be-
your good friend Ellen this military secret if you were having a pleasant conversation?
Is this person in front of me a god?
I am no god, but I will keep the secret. I don't. With Cypher gone, I don't have anyone to really chit chat the gossip around town.
So long as Cypher can keep a secret at this point, that would be more what I'm concerned about.
I mean, it's his homecoming, princess. You have
Besides,
to.
I'm sure everyone will hear
One
of the
of the
great
flying
sky
ships.
pirate hidden depths.
What was that, Asger?
I said he gave a flying ship to a pirate.
Yee! You're telling me little Cypher, who I watched grow up, barely able to cast a cantrip. He's the one who did it?
Yes.
In all fairness, I don't think I can recreate the situation that let me cast that spell.
That was an impressive spell. What was that spell that he makes people go faster?
Oh, haste. It's quite a simple one.
Yeah, you combined that one with the ritual spell to, yeah.
Asger just looks at you and goes, "I would really like it if you stopped giving people the flying ship. But I'm rather glad that maybe you're a little stuck away from that at this point."
It's kind of too far away from that right now.
And then I even was part of a family reunion here. Our friend Winter brought Shirku's father to him in the middle of an undead horde battle. It was
It was
quite
before
touching.
that. Shoulder at Cypher.
He showed up just before the army did. To me, it seemed like all the same time.
I mean, during the fight with the Gravenholds?
Oh yes, how could I forget the Gravenholds? Lovely bunch of knowledge they had, but they were a little too obsessed with summoning some unpleasant entities to kill us. But Princess over here has a knack for blowing their heads up.
Just shrinks down a lot. Haven't
Oh,
been
yeah.
blowing one's head up.
Does Starlight like rare knowledge? Like even unsavory rare knowledge? Would I know that?
She's okay with your line of spellcraft.
Cypher's gonna kind of go like, I have to talk in something in private real quick. I came across a piece of information I feel in my journeys I should not carry with me at this moment.
Oh?
And he's going to pull out the Tome of Malgor? Or Malthus?
Malthus.
Yes. I have not read it, so I know what this book contains.
Can Aurora roll perception to hear what he's saying?
Yes, and he can roll a stealth check.
Do I
Ooh.
even see a book?
No.
Okay.
Aurora, yes, you hear.
she's going to rush up, take the book, and walk back to the party.
Oh,
And she's
You have
going to
to-
say no.
Okay, is that book of any importance?
She's also going to go to Zastrava, hand it to her so she can do whatever with it.
Put it in the bag.
not the shared bag of holding. I was trying to give the book to someone who would keep it safe.
Ah!
Asger just looks at you and goes, "What was that?"
What was that indeed?
A book of someone who, it's a book we shouldn't read. And a book I definitely don't want my book to eat.
You don't want your book to eat that book? But your book is evil as fuck.
It's not that evil. Just because it eats other books. It's never killed anyone.
Cypher,
Unlike
you have a
do.
book that eats other books?
Yes.
Asger looks at them and goes, "It's terrifying."
That also likes to talk to you.
Yeah. I think I know why, but I'll have the definite answer in about 5 days, give or take.
Wasn't it?
Cypher, is your book a phylactery for Dufane?
What's a phylactery?
Not a phylactery, more of a soul container.
Isn't
Huh.
I almost I almost had a slip of a tongue.
So, the reason that you have a limited time here, or a limited time of it being your inheritance, is because the old fuck is going to be coming back.
Yeah, quite crafty of them.
Huh.
I have to say, I'm quite impressed, and I do hope to learn this one. I can definitely see the usefulness of having a backup. I can even
Interesting.
create one for you, Asger. You do seem to be the most need of one.
What's the deck save for?
God damn it, it was not at all what I get.
What's the insight for?
Why is this person so interested in the fact that he has another fucking hero coming back?
I mean, this whole town is aware of Cypher and Dufane Bloodarm, besides maybe the military. Mostly the military. It is the only part of the city that's walled off. It has been locked for entrance for everyone. Yeah. It's a small town. Small town people know each other. Small town people talk a lot.
Asger's not used to this small town thing. Asger's not used to town at all.
It's true.
Asger would not like 9 Point. Wait, no, she would because the monastery. Be 50-50.
And it'll be good to have access to some of those resources. We recently lost a party member, and I do probably need to do some research into that.
I mean, the clerics know enough about bringing someone back.
I don't know if she's dead.
How did you lose her?
We don't know. She charged something called a Darvad and vanished.
Okay.
Or their last name was Darvad.
This is
Interesting.
true.
There were a small number of them. We may have accidentally released them into the world, and we've killed off a small number of them.
Don't forget the giant dragon we released. That's another mess we have to clean up.
And who might be a twin to another long dragon?
We've made a series of mistakes on our journey.
You see her grab an old tome, set it on the ground, or set it down the counter, flop it open to a specific page. Dragon? And it shows a picture of actually a ancient colossal green dragon. A dragon.
Oh yeah, that one. That
Two of those.
I see why your master kept you locked up for years.
Yeah,
You know-
the thing was trapped in some time prison.
in
Whatever.
all fairness,
Feel
it was
better.
these two who freed it. Points to Asger and Shirku.
I resent that statement. I was merely keeping an eye on Shirko, who was freeing it. It was just my owl.
Everybody helped in process of opening the door. Nobody knew that thing was there.
It also shouldn't have been there. Like, according to our maps and everything, that was not where that temple should have been.
There wasn't even any warnings.
I mean,
So,
evil angel things that made Mila older were kind of probably a warning.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'm just gonna like tap my pack and be like, well, at least we stopped part of Malfigor's plans for now.
If it makes you feel any better, I can tell you that Flomian has personally told me that we're going to help save the world.
Oh yes, I accidentally banished her to heaven.
It was nice there. I wish to go back.
She's just massaging like the base of where her horns, because her horns do come back and like go like that. She's just massaging where the base is, and it's just
don't think on it too much.
getting too old for this. What?
Oh, we met a lovely wizard named, oh, what was her name? Eleanor.
Evelyn?
Evelyn.
Yeah. The
I'm
ASMR?
not good at killing stuff, but pretty good at
After-
defending a town.
Evelyn
We're
Reeve?
supposed to talk about that.
Evelyn
come on.
Reeve.
Yeah, her and Asger bonded over some important clomine stuff.
She just, you watch as she goes from like stressed to paying, like very concentrated on everything that you've been telling her now. Interesting.
It's not been a pleasant few months.
It hasn't. Well, it has. There's been some nice moments. Like,
And-
we helped that random guy, and then he got killed. But he
You
was
mean
pleasant
Anthem?
until he died.
What random guy who we helped and then got killed?
The one that showed us the way to that tomb.
Enzo!
Yeah, he was not very good at combat.
We probably should have made sure Doom was untouched after the rampage at the ramparts.
There were kind of a lot of things happening during that time. I'm pretty sure the place that sold texture soup also is out of business now, which makes me very sad.
So where was Evelyn Reeve at?
Oh, some town in Ashenborough.
Why
Can
do
we
you
roll
want to know?
perception to see if what her intentions are?
You can give me insight checks.
I want to roll insight.
It's an insight check. Deal with it.
Come here.
Are you sure you really want to talk about this information, though?
As Zastrava is the only one whose insight was high enough. She knows Evelyn. Don't know how. Don't know why. But she knows Evelyn.
How old does she look? She's got silver hair, right?
Yeah, her hair's silver. She looks about 15 or so years older than you and Cypher.
I'm gonna look at her more closely. And just be like, I'm sure you have some tales of your own.
I traveled the world before settling down in this small little town of Grimwatch for a few years.
Well, then I'm sure you know where Evelyn is coming from. What's coming from?
Is she still in Witherthorn?
That's the name.
I
I
was
know that. We
saying,
spent so long there.
it's
You'd help
still
us
in
rebuild the
Witherthorn.
army.
You didn't mention Witherthorn. You know her.
Asger, I see that you've used Divine Sense.
I sure have.
You are getting pinged. A powerful good ringing on your ears.
From them?
Yes, from Starlight.
Asger just looks very closely at her and goes, "Are you like Evelyn?"
Oh, dear child. No, I'm not like Evelyn. Evelyn is special. I'm but Minnie.
You mean, but many.
Asger, it's rude to ask someone if they're special.
Okay, you know how I can do that thing where I focus really hard and I can figure out if someone's super evil or super good? This person's super good.
Oh, yeah, I've known her my whole life. Well, my whole interesting part of my life.
So I'm pretty sure you banish them, they're going up to heaven. Kind of good.
Why would I banish Starlight?
You
I don't
shouldn't
know, why
banish
would you banish
Starlight.
me?
But yes, it's been an eventful journey.
I see. So Evelyn's still in Witherthorn, though. Good to know.
Very long journey.
But
Yep.
one really worthwhile to make.
Asger wants to figure out if this person has wings.
Well, it's been a pleasure talking to you all. I'm sure there are plenty of things for Cypher to see, plenty of people for him to see, since he's come to see me first.
Yeah.
Take her head quietly behind Cypher.
I'm aware. Travel well, though. I think I need to close up shop today.
Oh. Alright, I will show them more around the town.
As everyone's leaving, I'm gonna take out a small thing from my pouch and just kind of show her the ring that I have with the symbol of the mirror. Just be like, this is what Evelyn is dealing with. If you can help her, please do. And then just follow the rest of them out.
You let her see, like... Because she does hold her hand out for it.
Asger said she's good. I give her the ring.
As you give it to her, you notice it doesn't even hit her skin, it just floats there. And you just watch as it starts to crack. Very so ever slightly. And light starts to peer out of it until you can't see anything. And then as the light fades away, there's just nothing in her hand. I'll do my best.
Thank you. Just turn to go.
So you all get rushed out of the shop.
Yeah.
Cypher, where are you heading to next? It is about 4 o'clock.
You know, we need to go to Juliet's. It's a good way to celebrate coming back after, I think it's been 8 years. And I should pay Edward a visit.
I know we're considering to explore the town, but what was with that book that was so urgent that I saw Aurora running past with?
We're not speaking of it.
For now, we'll keep it hush hush. It's a book that the less
No
is
one
known, the
speaks
better.
of it, Cypher. Unless you would like me to spill your secrets.
Oh. Hey, look at that, Shirku. I'm threatened. I think I have to shut up about it for now.
Not that I really care about your secrets, but
So Cypher's leading you to Julian's.
Is this the Eddie you've told me so much about?
Yep. Had many good and bad adventures. Many adventures I don't remember.
So, as you head a little bit, it's actually be over here. I can do it for you guys. You head all the way around, see a couple other homes set up, excuse me. You head further down, and you see a quaint little sign saying Julian's. It has a nice little outdoor, I can't think of the word. I've been in the restaurant. Patio, yeah. Like, I've been in the restaurant industry so long, can't think of the word. A nice little patio with a couple of tables. There are like two people sitting at one of the tables, no one else really sitting around there. A little bit early for a lot of people, but it's just two older ladies sipping wine. As you head in, there's a bar set up, and then there's a lot of wine racks with all these different types of colored wine bottles that are like topped there. At the bar is an older gentleman, smile on his face, who looks as you guys come in and is like, welcome to Julie. Oh, you look a bit, is that you, Cypher?
Yes, I've become shinier.
You have? Oh, wow. Well, Cypher, first time in 8 years I've seen you. Feels like just about, probably 7. You know what? Free wine tasting for your whole friends and family. Whoever they are.
Sure to bring the good stuff. I travel with such good company.
It just depends on their taste. What would they like? I have something for everyone, I can almost guarantee.
I feel Shirku will like something strong and robust.
He's never actually had any alcohol before.
Oh,
I don't want to give Circu alcohol.
strong and robust.
Shirku's had alcohol before.
So I got a question. Are you sure you want to get Shirku drunk?
Absolutely, let's do it.
He grabs a dark wine, Merlot actually. Starts to pour it. Shirku was his name? Okay.
Yes.
Wait 1 second,
Yes.
Shirku. You can taste it in a second. Who's
I'm
next?
raising that,
Who should
bro.
I help out next?
I feel Princess here would like something more refined, maybe hints of fruit.
Princess. Princess.
Asger just looks at Zistrava and goes, so we used to make sure that we didn't say that Princess Asger was everywhere, but now we're just telling everybody that Princess Asger is everywhere. I'm very
Continent's different from the other.
what the rule here was supposed to be.
One continent's different from the other.
But I'm on the continent where I get dragged away from being a princess.
I'm pretty sure
You're in
Yeah,
fine
that's
company right now, Princess. Did you ever get to partake in any of the wines sent to the capital?
No, those are usually held at the parties that I wasn't allowed to go to. They always looked wonderful.
1 second, and he actually like grabs a ladder, still like it's like a half ladder, steps up top, grabs to the top rack, like the top shelf, and it's just a smaller bottle. He's like, for you. He uncorks it, and pours it, and sets it in front of you. Who's next? Who would like something else?
I feel my new friend Winter here. I haven't traveled long with you, but you seem like an ice wine type of tabaxi. It's gotta be the white fur here.
Since you admitted to it, she's gonna not comment on the fact that you just racially profiled her.
Cypher's been known to misread people all the time. Would you prefer something like that, or what would you prefer? Madame.
Out of character, monks, are they allowed to drink?
Yes.
Okay.
Make booze to make
You've
money.
heard of like the brew monk, right? There's
Oh
something-
yeah, yeah, I forgot that was a thing in D&D.
Yo.
I couldn't remember if it was just WoW.
I'll try it. I don't trust him entirely, but I'll try it.
He grabs a bottle of white. It has like a blue and like kind of snowy thing. He's like, "This is our frostbite wine. I believe you'll love it." Hands it in front. Next up, there's only 2 left.
Zastrava here. Give her your sweetest white you have.
Since you're on the town, I'm going to grab you this one. And he pours you, grabs a nice white wine, pours it, puts it in front. And now I want you all to remember, this is going to be where I'd be like, St. Julian's. I would love for them to sponsor us. But
When are we going? I want to go so bad.
he puts the drink in front of Zastrava. And Cypher, would you like the one you had last time?
I would, but on a much smaller quantity this time.
Okay. And he grabs one, let's see. And it has like this little red eye on it. He puts it, it's a rosé. Here is your sweet revenge. Pours a little bit of it. Let me know how it feels, how it tastes. As long as you are okay with wine, there are 2. Can I get Constitution saving throws from Shirku and Asger?
3 Constitution
and
saving
you-
throws.
What?
Poison and disease.
Oh, you're immune to poison and disease. Never mind, no concept. It
I
tastes.
literally can't get drunk. At the 3rd level,
Oh,
I could
wait.
no longer get drunk.
Does that mean Aurora can't get drunk either?
Are you immune to poison?
Yes.
You can't get drunk.
No.
Okay, what do I have to roll to make the save?
Constitution saving throw.
Constitution. Click. Oh no.
So you watch as Shirku grabs his bottle and just drowns it.
Oh yeah, he definitely drowned it.
It tastes
just literally-
phenomenal.
Aurora's going to sigh as she
Oh.
watches that happen.
And you
Because
watch.
she's in charge of that boy now.
You do watch as immediately after he drowns it, like maybe 5 seconds later, Shirku just stumbles for a quick second.
She sighs again.
Cypher's just gonna be like, I don't know if I've ever seen Shirku drink now that I think about it.
And everybody just immediately just goes,
Baby
oh no.
adventure.
Oh.
Aurora will take a sip, realize something, and then put it down and sigh sadly.
Asger's just gonna drink it normally. She's just going to enjoy it for the taste. Just she unfortunately can't enjoy any of the other benefits of it.
Wait, so that means to ask her the concept of getting drunk doesn't exist.
Nope.
And Aurora can no
Asger
longer
has
get
never
drunk
gotten
ever
drunk.
again.
And will never get drunk. Asger was not allowed at those parties. Asger was locked away.
I'm so glad Shirku's not hallucinating right now.
Oh yeah, Zastrava also is immune to poison.
So many of us immune to poison.
Over half the party
That's
can't get drunk. Cypher, can you give me a con save?
I'm so glad
I can.
Shirku's not hallucinating right now.
Oh, I hope it's a nat one.
It would have been great if it was a nat one.
You've had wine before, so your DC wasn't as high. You feel a little tipsy, a little buzzed. As you all
Cypher's So you have to tell me, what have I missed? Any interesting town gossip?
Well, The Puffins and the Burks are still going at it.
Wow.
Sephirin seems to have gotten the edge this last season, so we're expecting Darwick to go through and push things a little further. Neither of them have still found and he kind of looks around. Neither of them have still found a mate, but we've seen them yelling at each other a little more than usual, being around each other more than we would assume. There's a running bet saying that they might soon be proposing. Yeah. I mean, the blood feud of that family is legendary. I doubt that they're going to. But we'll see.
Would make for quite the event.
It would. Hey, you said gossip. I have gossip. Everyone likes to talk when they've had some wine.
It's true. I mean, I've helped a pirate recently. Can't say what, but I've worked with a pirate.
Asger just looks at you very sternly.
You see him pour some more wine into Cypher's glass. Oh, you don't say.
Yeah, hidden depths. That'll be a name to remember. Mark my words. I'd tell you more, but Princess will get mad at me.
A handsome tabaxi.
Very fluffy.
Asger shrugs and
Much
goes,
approved.
I've seen better looking cats.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, she likes the role of Dragon General. What was that man's name?
You mean
That's the name.
Admiral? Admiral Gojira.
Yes.
The princess has a crush on Admiral Gojira.
You could say his ship is the wind beneath her sails.
Asger just kind of like shrinks down again and goes, he's cute. There's also another one who's real cute.
Oh? Well,
yeah.
do tell. Pray tell. Who is who has caught the princess's eye?
Oh, we were
There's
at
certainly someone who's in the capital because I had to save them from their hometown. Also, Shirku's hometown because it was evil, like the tower up the hill.
The Blood Arms Tower? Psh, that ain't evil. It's just abandoned.
It was in a different part of the it was in a different place. And then don't forget the ship girls.
The ship girls also were nice. I feel like our time was cut short though.
Oh, to be young.
Being young
I
and
don't
in
remember
love.
my other husbando's name off the top of my head. Now I have to like
Tristram the Brave?
search back. What?
Sir Tristram the Brave.
Yeah, that's what it was. He's currently number one.
Interesting. I'll have to do some digging. I don't get to go up to the capital. What am I saying?
Oh, you don't want to go to the capital. There might be dark mutterings going on over there.
So I've heard all this
Asger
about.
looks at you. What dark mutterings?
Well, we did kind of sense some. We did. Oh, what was that lieutenant's name? That doesn't like us as much as he used.
Oh, the coward.
Oh, the coward. Yes.
Well, we should remember that.
He pours
We
you
have
all more
still
drinks.
to do.
Shirku and
That's
BG
like
around.
Pull ciphers away.
Wait. Cypher, I must ask. And he kind of leans in close to you. Has anyone caught your eye yet? We're waiting for
Oh.
little dragonborns to flourish around there.
Oh, not yet. I've got to clean up the mess of the giant dragon, an undead horde, runaway princess over there, and
Asger
I'm
says,
pretty
still
sure I'm
remember.
growing my master in the tower. That was a weird life choice, but hey, you never know what life's gonna throw your way.
Interesting. Good to know.
Aurora's
Any-
gonna lift her hand
Yes.
and ask for gossip on hot singles in the area.
Hot
If
singles
she
in
can't
here.
get drunk, she'll take up some other pleasure.
What
God.
type of single are you looking for?
Single? She just shrugs.
Okay.
A monk of simple pleasures.
I mean, both Lady Sephron Piffin and Derek Burke are both single, technically, as far as we all know. Caitlin Logain is single but has her eyes on someone. Let's see. Samolda Oakenjaw is 8 years single, according to the gossip.
Is that
Druggy.
the old lady in the...
Yes, yes.
Okay.
yes.
There's
Slightly
plenty of
tipsy.
military.
A slightly tipsy Cypher will go, Shirku is single.
Aurora's actually going to spit out her drink at that.
And there are probably
Sure which
plenty
one
of
you were going to point to, honestly.
there are plenty of military, probably. Maybe. I don't know. They come in, they drink, they party, they spend money. But it looks like this lovely lady Zestrava is pulling you away.
Well, we do have many other acquaintances to make, and we do have to get back to the tower and make sure we can get back inside.
As you're
Yeah.
saying that, he's just pouring more sweet revenge in the wine bottle.
I am coming back with I'm supposed to be going out drinking with the guard later, or some of the military members, and I'm sure we'll be back for many more bottles.
Always glad to have Cypher and his friends around.
I met a god.
You met a god! Oh,
And I grab
That's probably the dragon.
as we walk out the door, I'm gonna just look at him and be like, he's met two. We just go.
two! Good to know, good to know.
Aurora will hold back and ask him for, like, how to find some of the singles.
Go to the garrison, ask around.
Thanks.
Uh,
Then she'll leave.
wait, what happened to Shirku? Did we lose drunken Shirku?
Shirku's still in there. Aurora's gonna bring him with her.
You kind of, as you're about to leave, you're like, and then you look over and see Shirku drinking his glass and just, darn those demons.
She's just gonna gently start guiding him out the door.
Asger's just gonna put a hand and then 5 HP to cure disease. Welcome
after-
back to me. So
after-
Cure disease?
Oh no.
After the third drink, Shirku would actually not be there. I sent you a message, Ren.
Cure disease or cure poison?
cure disease.
Cure disease does nothing.
I'll spend 5 more points to cure poison.
Okay.
But yeah, Ren.
You noticed as actually you go look for Shirku? He's not there.
Oh no. Okay, Aurora's gonna go looking for him.
Asger's also going to go looking for him.
Shirku, please make a stealth check. At disadvantage, Shirku. Everyone else had to make a perception check that's looking for him.
I mean, he's not stealthing normally. He's just walking off.
Yeah, you both find him. He's like has his glaive or halberd out and is just like starting to just try and patrol the town. looking
In the
for something.
At the outskirts, he looks
so-
like
You hear him say, "Demons, where are you?"
Aurora's just gonna carefully put her hand on him and do a thing of healing hands and cure poison on him.
Churku, you come to. You went from like very foggy and hazy to no demons.
I look disappointed suddenly. I put the glaive. I keep the glaive away. Wait, when did I get out here?
Apparently you walked out after. Was it before or after Cypher recommended you as a single?
Wait, he recommended me as a single? Sure could look over Aurora with the eyebrow raised and kind of bewildered.
Aurora will not explain.
Why did he recommend me as a single? He does know I lived in the woods most of my life, right?
She's not gonna say anything as she tries to find the rest of the group.
It's not hard. Cypher or Shirku was not very far from the winery.
Good.
I follow back and I look at Cypher. What's this I hear about you recommending me as a single?
People wanted to know if there were hot singles in the area, and you're rugged.
Who? What? Why?
Aurora will glare at Cypher.
So Cypher, where do you drunkenly lead the party to next?
Probably back to the tower.
Is he able to
time is
leave?
it?
It's at this point after that drinking and stuff. It's probably like 5:30, 6 o'clock. Almost
Oh.
getting to dusk.
So we should go to the butcher.
Yes, and have wonderful dinner.
Okay. You guys head on over to back to the butcher's. And as the sun does start to set over on this side, hey Abra. You do actually get a whiff of perfectly seasoned meat just heading through the air to you. Leave my wine alone, Abra. And you guys head in. Shirku or Cypher leads you in. Eskel looks upon you guys. Perfect timing, perfect timing. So, we have the meats all accrued. I even got some wine from the Julians. So that way we would have something perfectly to complement this. And he pulls out a Merlot. Is pouring it. He pours 7 glasses. And then he pours 3 like small little half glasses, and as he starts setting the table, you actually see these 2 little boys and a little girl come running up and like, Daddy, is it time? Time? Yes, the little ones. And as they did the time, Zestrava and Aurora, you both kind of see like their teeth go from normal to a little sharper and then back.
Aurora will nod thoughtfully, muttering wolf under her mouth. Under her
breath.
Yes.
And with that, you all get to enjoy one of the best cut, pretty good cooked, as long as you like a little rare, meals of your time.
Woo.
And with that, we'll come back next week. Thank you all very much for joining us on this fine, fantastic Tuesday. Once again, happy birthday to Cypher for tomorrow, having his birthday tomorrow. happy early birthday. Happy early birthday to Antarctic for May 1st.
Happy very early birthday to both of you.
I'm glad you both get to enter your next session with being your normal characters. I didn't expect anything weird to happen, but things happen. Thank you all, and have a fantastic rest of your evening.